Have you ever wondered why old video games felt impossible? One mistake. Game over. No checkpoints, no autosaves. Sometimes, you'd lose hours of progress in seconds. For years, players believed old games were just badly designed. But that's not true, because the real reason had nothing to do with difficulty. It had everything to do with money. Before home consoles became popular, most games lived inside arcades. Every time you died, you had two choices: walk away or insert another coin. Game developers quickly realized something. If players finished a game too easily, they stopped spending money. So instead of making games longer, they made them harder. Much harder. Games like Ghosts and Goblins, Contra, and Mortal Kombat weren't just testing your skill. They were designed to keep the coins coming. Then came the NES, the SEGA Genesis, the Super Nintendo. But something strange happened. The arcade mindset followed them home. Developers suddenly had a problem. Most games were incredibly short. Without difficulty, many could be finished in less than an hour. So they used challenge to make small games feel much bigger. Instead of adding more levels, they made you replay the same ones again and again. There's another reason most people never think about: storage. Today, games can be hundreds of gigabytes. Back then, many cartridges held only a few megabytes. Developers simply couldn't create huge worlds, so they stretched the experience another way. Higher difficulty, limited lives, no saves. One tiny cartridge had to entertain players for months. One of the best examples was The Lion King. The game became famous for one brutal level after another. Years later, developers revealed something surprising. They intentionally made the game harder. Why? Because during the 90s, many people rented games instead of buying them. If players could finish it in one weekend, they'd never need to purchase it. So making the game difficult actually helped increase sales. Some games became legendary because of their difficulty. Ninja Gaiden, Mega Man, Castlevania. They weren't impossible, but they demanded patience, practice, and persistence. Beating them wasn't just finishing a game. It became a badge of honor. Then gaming evolved. Consoles became more powerful. Storage exploded. Autosaves arrived. Checkpoints became standard. Developers no longer needed difficulty to make games feel longer. Instead, they focused on better stories, bigger worlds, and smoother experiences. Games stopped asking, "Can you survive?" and started asking, "Can you enjoy the journey?" So, were old games actually better? Maybe. Maybe not. But they were built for a completely different world. A world where every game over meant another coin. And once you know that, those impossible games suddenly make a lot more sense. What's the hardest game you've ever beaten? Tell me in the comments. And if you love discovering the hidden stories behind video games, Subscribe to Pixelore, because sometimes the biggest gaming mysteries aren't hidden inside the games. They're hidden in the history behind them.